Hey, what is going on guys, it's SuperbTube here and welcome back to another video. In today's video guys, we're going to be going over some of the more hidden and secret enemies in Fallout 4 that you may not have known about. Now the game has the standard in-your-face enemies that everyone knows about like Kellogg and Swan in his big pond and all sorts of different enemies. However, there are some enemies in Fallout 4 that you may not have known about and hide away in the shadows and are pretty tough and interesting fights, so we're going to be ranking them on this list of the top 5 best, most interesting, amazing hidden bosses in all of Fallout 4. If you do enjoy this video guys, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are aiming for 10,000 subscribers as fast as possible, so if you want to join the SuperbTube fanbase and army and gang, we're very cool, so please do. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Deadeye. In the Fraternal Post 115, we find it has been overrun with super mutants, which isn't anything too special and just another day in the Commonwealth for us, as many buildings have succumbed to this same fate. However, after entering, the voices heard reveal a unique super mutant leader called Deadeye. Venturing further inside and wiping out some of the regular mutants, we find a blinded super mutant with a white rag covering his eyes, one who shouts that he can hear us and is coming for us. Now this is one of the most unique super mutants in the game, as most of the mutants are indistinguishable from each other, with many being rehashes and the only majorly different variety being behemoths, but Deadeye is the only super mutant to both look a little bit different and also be blinded. He is also the only blind enemy in the entire game, so it makes for an interesting experience as he is the only enemy in all of Fallout 4 that can't truly see you and uses his ears to locate where you are. If you're stealthy enough, as he can't see, he won't be able to detect you lurking around the area. Durability wise, he's just as durable as any other super mutant and doesn't carry any interesting loot. However, he is a unique and mostly hidden boss that you may not have known about. No main quests lead to this area, so stumbling upon it yourself and encountering Deadeye is certainly a fun and thrilling experience. He is ranked last, however, as the other enemies on this list are a little bit more hidden and much more difficult to face in combat.
And now coming in the number 4 spot, we have Regibutaria. Throughout the game, we can find many interesting and hidden enemies in all corners of the map in many different buildings. However, there aren't too many enemies just sitting out in the open, not tied to any quests or specific areas, just sitting there waiting for the player to cross paths with them. Well, upon reaching level 35 and walking near a bombed out building west of the Corverga assembly plant, there lies a very interesting and unique enemy called Regibutaria. Reggie carries either a minigun or a Gatling laser and is a legendary enemy. He is accompanied by an army of radroaches attempting to kill the player, which is certainly not seen much in Fallout 4, as humans do not often work in conjunction with wasteland creatures. Reggie is a decently tough enemy and drops randomized loot tailored to the player's level. His background is that he most certainly is a callback to the Roach King from Fallout 3, another hostile individual that commands a small militia of roaches. Reggie is certainly a unique and hidden boss that many players will miss if they don't wander over to this location. He is also unique in his ability to harness the power of radroaches and command them in a way that no one else in the wasteland can. How he acquired the superpower is unknown, but I know for a fact I would be first in line for this ability. Coming in number 3, we have Grun, the Super Mutant Behemoth. In the Far Harbour DLC, you will stumble across the Vimpop factory and it has been overrun with super mutants, and venturing inside this building, you can take them out and loot the building. This area is featured in a few quests in Far Harbour, however the gargantuan apocalyptic behemoth lurking within the factory is often overlooked by players. There is a few points in Fallout 4 where super mutant behemoths are findable, and most are very obvious and well known, such as Swan lurking in his little pond. However, this behemoth is very missable as he can only be accessed by hacking this expertly locked terminal, and once you do, a message from Erickson the super mutant will be read, and it will say, "Don't open these doors as there is an angry Grun inside." Us, the player, being the cocky souls that we are, casually and foolishly release the locks holding the door shut, and we expect a fairly easy fight like the rest of the super mutants that we've cleared out in the building. However, to our horror and surprise, out storms Grun, a super mutant behemoth who is absolutely enraged at his long imprisonment. Normally fights with behemoths, which are certainly terrifying, are out in the open, which gives you lots of space to get as far away as possible. But with Grun, we are stuck in between concrete walls deep within the factory, with a much smaller space to get away from him, and a lot more pressure and intensity in the fight with him.
Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the Rogue Knight. Within the Nuka World DLC, after completing the Grand Tour, you'll hear a rumour emerging from the raiders that a challenger has entered the Cola Cars arena. Talking to Fridge in the Nuka Cave, he asks the overboss what you want to do with this potential challenger, and you can deal with them in 2 ways. You can drive them out, causing the player to lose out on acquiring their potential loot, or you can fight them. The first few instances of this quest yield fairly standard opponents, however the final challenger is one tough enemy with an amazing reward. The Rogue Knight, a former member of the East Coast Brotherhood before going rogue, appears in the gauntlet and challenges the overboss in the arena. Now the Rogue Knight can spawn as a legendary variant or as a non-legendary enemy. Either way, he's a decently tough fight and a very interesting character compared to many of the other opponents in the arena. The Rogue Knight himself is a very interesting character, and for some reason in my game he glitched out and wouldn't fight me. He is kitted out in Brotherhood of Steel power armor, and he is most certainly a missable boss if you've never really ventured into the Nuka World DLC, or if you decided to kill all of the raiders instead of helping them. You can also acquire the Eternus legendary Gatling laser, which if you want to know more about, you can watch the top 5 legendary weapons video we did a little bit ago, but this is a legendary Gatling laser with the unlimited ammo capacity legendary effect. However, a glitch results in it actually having infinite ammo, so now you have an infinite Gatling laser weapon, which is pretty cool and powerful.
And now, coming in at the top spot, number 1, we have Shipbreaker, the legendary fog crawler. Upon the island of Far Harbour, there is the rumour of an incredibly powerful fog crawler known as Shipbreaker. Our friend Old Longfellow has supposedly been searching for this fog crawler for years, and if we the player attempt upon this quest, it will also take us an incredibly long time to locate her, unless you are exceptionally lucky. We traversed the island of Far Harbour for genuine real-life hours. Multiple days have been spent playing Fallout 4 to find this elusive shipbreaker. We looked up guides and watched all of them to see if there was some method to attract this ultimate enemy. However, all the videos we watched were either vague and didn't really provide a clear method. The best way seemingly being to search the island and hope to the Lord above that you pick up her radio frequency. You can also fast travel between the two settlements Echo Lake Lumber Mill and Dalton Farm, and speak to the settlers, as sometimes they mention the Shipbreaker menace that has been plaguing the land. Whatever method you choose to find Shipbreaker, it will take you a long time to find her, but the reward of the fight and the actual physical reward afterwards given by Longfellow is certainly worth it. Shipbreaker boasts a total of 4,000 damage resistance and spawns in at a minimum of level 75. Shipbreaker is a legendary fog crawler which deals a ton of damage to the player and is a tremendously tough fight. This unique enemy will take a lot of punishment to go down, but when she does, we can finally report to Old Longfellow and he rewards us with Skipper's Last Stand, a legendary harpoon gun designed to kill the Shipbreaker, with Longfellow intending to locate her and end her reign. The epic saga of venturing to kill the hidden Shipbreaker, finally locating her and engaging in battle, then dealing the killing blow to this majestic enemy, and receiving our reward, is most certainly the hardest journey we will embark upon in Fallout 4, thus making Shipbreaker deserving of the top spot.
So hopefully you did enjoy this video, guys. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Again, we are going for 10,000 subscribers as fast as possible. Hopefully by the end of next year we can hit 10k, but I just want to take a little bit of time at the end of this video just to discuss what's going to be happening with the channel and a few future ideas that I have thought of, and hopefully ideas that you guys are going to enjoy. So I put out a poll recently where I said what kind of videos do you guys want to see, and the overwhelming majority of you said challenges, and I've recorded a few challenges for future videos, and hopefully they'll be coming out soon, probably next week. But these kind of challenges, you know, I quite enjoy doing them, and if the response is good, I will continue to do them. I've recently done the fists only challenge in Fallout 4. I completed the entire game with just my fists, which was very, very hard to say the least. So I've got all that footage that will be up sometime soon next week. And the next two most popular were lore videos and also top 5s. And I do really enjoy doing the top 5s and top 10s. So we are going to be doing a lot of them because they are really fun, and there just really aren't a lot of Fallout channels at the moment doing content like this. At least I don't think so anyway. There are a lot of channels that do challenges, which is why I sort of hesitated on doing them, because there's so many people doing them and I didn't really want to seem like a copycat, but I will try them, and if they do well, then, you know, we will do more. So hopefully you are enjoying the new content that the channel is pumping out. I really want to move away from glitches, as I said in my update video, but hopefully this content is enjoyable. It seems to be doing decently well compared to some of my other videos at the time of publication. So yeah, thank you so much for every single person for being so loyal to the channel, and if you do watch the videos regularly, thank you so much. I just want to give a shout out to all of you who have subscribed to the channel. We hit 8,000 subscribers recently, which is such a tremendous goal. Like, it is, I never thought this channel would get this far. When I first uploaded my first video, I did not think for a single second that we would get 8,000 subscribers, but we have, and I'm so grateful to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel and every single one of you who continue to watch my videos. So thank you so much for every single person out there. Anywho, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one in a bit.